Epic Morning is brought to you by the Club at Cordillera.
Okay, I've gone through and changed my setup. I'm going to bring it in and kind of show you the direction I've gone in for this next round of fly fishing this morning. As you can see, that little orange ball, that's going to be your strike indicator. Basically, it acts like a bobber for fly fishing. Whenever you see that indicator disappear under the water, you want to make sure that you lock that fly line against your reel seat and then pick it up. And then behind that, by about 3 feet, I've tied on the small little dirty variation of a pheasant tail with a jig head, and it's weighted with a tungsten bead, so it's going to sink to the bottom. But then once again, behind that one, by about 15 to 18 inches, another small variation of a pheasant tail nymph, a little bit smaller, a little bit different silhouette. Now the way this works, if you haven't fished before, your cast, you want to make sure that you cast upstream. You want to make sure you make your mend into the line so you get a natural drift. It's a lot slower paced than what we were doing streamer fishing initially, and you probably can't see the little orange ball out there, but that's what I'm keeping an eye on. And I have my finger locked and ready to go. If that indicator disappears at all, I'm going to pick up the rod tip. You don't have to pull it hard. Just give it a nice little twitch up with your line locked against the cork, and that's going to set the hook if it's a fish. If it's not a fish, it could be dragging on the bottom because you want that fly to be dragging along the rocks in the bottom of the river. It could be hooking up on a rock or a branch. But there's some fish activity now as that sun comes up. The day is starting to wake up. The river's waking up. The birds are waking up. I hear some more traffic out on I-70 behind me, about a half a mile. And it's just a nice day out here. Good way to kind of start your day. This is my epic morning. It is perfect. The only thing that'll make it better, some fresh coffee, and maybe a trout on the end of my line. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. We're going to keep trying to pursue those fish. There you go. This epic morning is brought to you by the Club at Cordillera. Stop by or go to Club at Cordillera, cordillera-vail.com for more information. We're taking a quick break, and then in the studio, details about NASA and the space program. We'll be right back.